Hey everybody, welcome back to Majestic Collectibles. So got some flea market finds here. This is from the Blue Ribbon Flea Market in Spirit Lake, Iowa over the Independence Day show 2025. If you're watching this a little later down the road, just to give you the frame of reference. Picked up some nice silver and a little bit of Golden Age stuff here. So before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you probably noticed, if you follow me on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, the website, I will not be at Cedar Rapids on the 12th, and basically, long story short, I'm just not feeling good enough to do it, and my family's like, yeah, I maybe better sit this one out. So I apologize to John Wells and QuadCon. I don't think I've ever backed out of a show before, and I just getting old, I guess. So we're gonna rest. I'm feeling pretty worn out from the flea market, but it is a great show. If you get over there, I've heard fantastic things about it. I was even thinking about maybe going just to visit, but yeah, I don't think I'm doing that either. So hopefully I'll get rested up. No other changes, so everything else is as scheduled. I think the next one's not till August, so hopefully by then I'll be feeling a little bit better. Anyway, GI Combat here. This is number 108, and very first, Sergeant Rock Haunted Tank crossover, and it is low grade. So we're not talking anything super high grade. Fantastic cover. They did cross over on and off a few more times. I don't know exactly how many. It was not a lot or anything like that. Fantastic Joe Kubert cover. Could not turn it down. This batch, in fact, most of these in this stack are from my friend Jason, Bretzman Collectibles up in Windham, Minnesota. He set up across from me and next to Coley Collectibles at the flea market. I moved to a different building, so I'm not in that spot anymore, but I've known him since, so gosh, I think we're both maybe 18, 19 years old. And we're not anymore, so it's been a while. So thanks, Jason, for the great deals on these. Terrors of the Jungle number 10, LB Cole cover. It's not an iconic cover, but it is fairly well known. Really, really rough shape. I think this is the worst book in the whole batch. It's got a detached cover and a big old tear and spine split. Pages, I did a quick count. I'll double check, but pages are all there and pretty good quality, actually. These books have kind of a bad rep for got some, I didn't even realize that was in there, bondage panel. These books have a bad rep for dark tanning and brittleness, and it's a well-earned reputation. So even though it's low grade, it's a very readable copy. Just got to be careful I don't snag any edges putting it in there. Voodoo, good old Ajax. Boy, you talk about an obscure, esoteric brand. They weren't around, I don't think, very long. Feral was around. They published magazines and some other things, but the actual Ajax comics, I don't know. I don't think it was around. I don't know a lot about them. 1955 on that one. Pretty good, actually, interior art. And again, the page quality, pretty darn decent on it, so can't really complain about that. Now, one thing I need to point out is you see these little notches here along the spine. This was an a bound volume, so back in the day you could send your stuff off and they would put it they would bind it, like put it in a hardcover binding, and pretty sure that's what happened with these. The way it looks. So, again, low grade but complete. Oops, I'm losing there we go. A little piece on the Voodoo cover there I was catching. Lorna, this is Atlas, so Marvel Atlas. Again, kind of a bad rep for tanning and things. This is, I don't know. I've never been a huge Jungle Book fan. I don't really have a ton of luck selling or people kicking down my door, but it is something unusual. And what I got, I got in them right, I guess you would say, cost-wise, because they are low grade. So just something to kind of have around. Probably put most of these in some nice 2mm Mylar sleeves, and you'll probably see them at my next show, actually. And obviously not the one on Saturday here, but I will have them available. They're not going to be, I don't know what they're going to be yet price-wise. I really haven't even looked these up or done any research on them, but they're not going to be an outrageously priced piece, I can tell you that. 1954 on that Lorna. And again, if you're into the jungle stuff, gosh, the interior art is pretty good. They had some guys working for them. I don't know if I don't see anything on the cover. I don't know. I know Joe Maneely was there, but oh yep, there it is. Thinking that's who that is, and that looks like that it right there. It says Maneely down there, so I'm guessing that's who did a lot of these. And he's probably a little better known for his Atlas war covers and war books. He was very much like the Joe Kubert, I guess, for Atlas. He drew anything and everything. He was very prolific on his artwork form for quite a while there. Ooh, that one has a bit of an odor. That's the one thing I mentioned before. I can't really impress upon you some of the smell on these. I didn't notice until that last one. Very L. Hartley. Very musty on that last one. So that's a L. Hartley cover. And again, you can see, let's hold it sideways. You can see right through the spine on those holes where they put the cords to hold it into the hardcover binding. Not as unusual as you think. I've had pulps that way, comics that way, National Geographic magazines, pretty much anything and everything. You just send them off to, I guess, a binding company. I've never done that, but they would stitch them up, put them in a hardcover bound volume for you. Death from the Skies. I'm not seeing a name on that. That looks like maybe that's another. I don't know. I don't know if that's Maneely or not. I'd have to look that one up. I'm not seeing the name on that one. But pretty good covers, solid art. Oh, there it is. So there's a string that was left in there. I'll have to maybe. Oh, there it is coming out. Oh, here you can see it up here. So there's a string they just didn't pull out, so they sewed it in, and that pulls through. So that was just a little loose thread. But these darn things, even in spite of their flaws, boy, I gotta tell you, they actually present pretty well. To be honest with you, I think this is the last of the Jungle books here. On this one, was that number 20, 1956. And I don't know how long it ran. You can see that one's got a pretty good tear in there too on that. But fun stuff. Just stuff I haven't had for a while, so I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a try. Now Herbie here, I don't talk about him a lot, but I am a big Herbie fan. I've got most of them. It started in Forbidden Worlds for ACG. I do have this copy. It's number 18. It's a little rough, so it's probably only about a good, maybe a good, very good. 1966. It is complete. Does have, well, I guess, it's hard to explain if you've never read Herbie. But it's got President Johnson there and Vice President Humphrey cameo. I think they got 2 or 3 cameos in there. Got some stains up there. Fun stuff. I do get requests for Herbie books. They're not high dollar. I rarely run across them. So whichever one's not as good, that'll be for sale. So I will have coming up somewhat soon a Herbie for sale. So the Herbie and the next few books here from Collectibles. Used to set up right beside each other for probably 15, 16 years, I guess, in that building there. And again, just some low-grade copies, but Kirby art, Kirby cover, Thor 138, little bit of rust on the staple. So definitely just reader stuff. This one has it can be pressed out, but boy, that one's got a really deep crease through the whole book. They were cheap. Corey treated me right on those, so I can't complain. Beater Spider-Man 47. It is complete, low grade. Definitely going to be a resale on that one because I've already got a couple copies of those that are better. These next two books are from Collector's Cove. It's a little antique collectible mall, north end of Spencer, Iowa. My friends from Spencer Sports Cards and Comics have a booth there right where you walk in. You can't miss it. They had a couple of comics there, so I thought I'd go support them and see what they had. So I picked up a nice, probably solid VG, I would say, Avengers number 20. And I always love looking at the ads. I'm like, oh man. Anyway, wish those had been along with it. On there, so that was a neat book. And then I got one for me. Well, both of these will probably be for me on the Avengers. I don't know, I have to look. I'm not as up to date on my Avengers collection. At one time I had 3 full runs of the first Avengers series, and I don't have my list updated, so I don't know if I have 20 or not. This one's for me. This is Tales of the Unexpected 12. Low grade, has some, it's just had some water damage on the back there, but it's really hard to find this low numbered stuff for some of the DC sci-fi horror. If you remember, I got the Strange Adventures 1 last year, and I've been looking for that book for 30 years, finding a decent affordable copy, and I finally had one. So I usually, even in low grade, I don't turn them down. $15. Honestly, that's not a bad price on that. So this was a customer came into the flea market, wanted to sell some stuff, so I did pick up 3 copies from him, and I always appreciate that when folks show up and bring me stuff they're interested in selling. I might get a little busy sometimes, so if you do come to a show and I'm backed up a little, just be patient with me. I will get to you. But this is always a good cover. The Captain America Annual 8's got the Wolverine hitting the cap shield there. A little bit of tanning. That's actually some sort of printing error up there, but a little bit of tanning on the edges. Not bad. I would say, I don't know, you're probably in that VG fine range. It's not a high grade. It's definitely just kind of a nice clean reader copy. It is a newsstand edition though, so a little bit of a premium there for some folks on the newsstand down there. This is a direct edition, first print, X-Men 266. And nice book. This is better than a reading copy. I don't know. I don't think I would probably send it to CGC. I don't know as how. You've got some corners down there that are a little rounded and rough. You might get a 9 out of it, I guess is what I'm saying, but I don't know. It'd be close, and I don't know if it'd be worth it to send it off for a 9, but always a popular book, raw or graded either way on that. So I haven't decided. It'll end up for sale one way or another, just whether or not I decide to grade that, and I haven't done that yet. And the last one here, Spider-Man 252, got the cool homage cover thing from Amazing Fantasy 15. Again, this pretty nice book. I think it's a little nicer than the 266, and you can see it's pretty darn good. Corners are better at it. Spine's a little better. Very, very flat book. You don't see a lot of wrinkling or waviness on it. Again, I don't know. It's not a rare book, so I don't know. We'll see if I decide to grade that one or not either. I haven't figured that one out yet either. So I got some thinking to do. Probably when I start feeling a little better, I'll make those big, huge business decisions. Anyway, that's it, guys. Check out our other videos, and thanks for watching.